Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I'm working on my Artpocalypse 2020 prompts. It is day 12 through 15 and this one's day 12. The prompt was doodle. Doodle, in my mind, doodles are like absent-minded little doodles that you do on a corner of a page when you're listening to somebody talk in a meeting and you're bored. Or even when you're listening, your hands doodling. That's what I do. So this is a drawing. I was trying to think of something magical, so I guess this one's a talisman. I decided it's a talisman, and I have it here. Let's see. It's kind of like I was kind of going for like a pearl sort of look, like maybe that's a pearl on a wire. And I'm just putting a little bronze, trying to get a little line around there. I go around that several times with several different markers. And then I wanted it to be glowing, so I I'm sort of saying sort of a lot, sorry. So I have a bunch of lines in different shades of blue emanating out of the center, just to have it look like something. And I put a quote on it later. I decided all my pages had to have quotes. Well, almost all of them. No, take that back. Yeah, almost all of them. I think Buddha's not getting a quote, because there's one on the opposite page for Buddha. So I did add a quote to this one that's not on there for this video, and it's "Be a seeker of everyday magic." I thought the talisman kind of looked like it was illuminating. Maybe it could guide you somewhere. So I thought that quote went with it pretty well. And just adding some color. I'm using my Faber-Castell artist pens. Some of them are brush pens, some of them are stiff. And then pulling out, I have a lot of clearance stuff. I'm pulling out my paint markers. I don't really know this brand, but figured it was a good time to make some use of them to just fill the whole page with some color. And I picked orange because it contrasts with blue. And it makes it, I don't know, appear like it's glowing a little bit more. I have a few shades of orange towards the yellow, and try to make it look like it's a smooth transition. So what happens in drawing videos, there's a law of drawing. When you're coloring, it takes time to color, doesn't it? I think it does. Paint's so much faster. Slap, slap, you got some color on, right? I thought I would add this. It's a little bronze. I don't know. I think it might be a little too dark. Now I'm trying to make that stand out a little bit, so I'm putting the outline around it. So have you guys been following along with the prompts this year for October? Any of them? Doesn't have to necessarily be Artpocalypse, but there's a lot of them out there. That is Winkostella. Gives it a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see it, but there's that one. And now we're on to, what day is it now? It is day 13, fall. Right? Yes. So I decided to do the next two, fall and texture, on a 2-page spread. So the background will be the same and the theme will be similar-ish, well, the same. But I did do it in 2 days. Mostly because it takes a while for this stuff to dry. So today in fall, this is where I'm going to take those leaves from nature from day 1 that I pressed, and we're going to use them on this page. Now, I didn't use the ones that I had stuck in the book to press for this project. I used the leaves that were already in the book drying, that were more brown and very, very dry. So in fact, I didn't even look at those ones to see how dry they were. I should look and see what they look like, huh? I could add them to one of my unfinished pages, maybe. Anyway. So, to make these 2 pages similar but different, I am stenciling black on this side and white will be on the other side. And this is a badass iStencil from iStencils. They're a lot of fun. And so yeah, so black on the one side and white on the other. That's how we're going to make it different. Alright, so the big reveal, yay! Alright, so I just used some cut-offs from a manila folder and sketched a couple of girls, and we're going to turn them into fairies. I'm giving her an orange outfit. Trying to vary it up a little bit. I use this bronze and it just looks kind of brown, doesn't it? And this is my brown, which isn't working very well, so I think I eventually grab the bronze and use it. And I know there's paint in that brown, I just need to maybe replace the nib. Okay, so we've got her. Oh, ink around the edges. You can hear me flipping through my book, trying to find that page. There we go. Just so I have it here, so I can see what it is. Giving her a little bit of color. Alright, so we're going to make her look like a fairy and have the leaves as her wings. And then we're going to just use some matte medium. Gel medium probably would have been a little bit better, but this works okay. So now they're down and pretty dry. We're gonna glue the girl on. Attach her to her wings. Now I'm going around with a Stabilo and just darkening all the way around her, just to kind of help her stand out a little bit. And I'm activating it with matte medium just so that it's permanent when it dries. Missed a spot. There we go. A little wink of Stella on her skin. And the quote I put was, "Autumn brings out the magic in us." And that goes with fall, I think. Of course, you could take the word fall any way you want to. I took it as autumn. And there it is. Okay, the next one, I have a little different girl sketched out here. I'm just going to give her some color. Make her a blonde or a redhead, orange head. Anyway, give her some colorful hair. Here's my dried plants. I was trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do. I didn't have two leaves the same, so I figured I would make her look like she's standing with her wings down to the back. Alright, so I'm going to take this plant and make it into her clothes. I don't even know what this plant is. I've had it sitting there drying. I think it might be... well, I don't really know. I wanted to say sage, but I don't think it's sage. Just is kind of that color, but I have no idea where I picked that from. And I don't even know how long those had been sitting in that book drying, actually. So we made her a cute little skirt. Now we just need to make her a top. See, and this one is texture. The prompt for this one's texture. So I figured all this, the plants for her clothes are a lot of texture. I tried putting some of those little, I don't know, seeds or whatever, seed pods on there to kind of fill in her top, and that was kind of a pain. I think I'd make an attempt with the tweezers, but it was kind of not working well, so ended up just sticking them all in with my fingers. if I could get them off my fingers because they're starting to stick to my fingers. Now this is cut off a little bit, so I decide where I want her, and then I'm going to take that leaf and I'm actually going to have it behind her back, looking like her wings are down. Decided I like that plant, so we're just going to glue that to Autumn, and it jumps, see? And we're going to jump again. That's it. Sorry about that. I did put an extra coating of matte medium over her and over her clothes just to make sure nothing was going to fall out. So the next one, the prompt is, let's see, it's the 15th, and the prompt was light. So I figured I would make a lantern. So I just took this scrapbook paper that had a lot of really illegible, it's probably not in English. Well, I know it's not in English, but I don't know if it's legible in the language it's written in, but it's just for decoration, right? Thought that would make an interesting background for our light. And this one puts us, let's see, the 15th. That's almost halfway, or pretty close to halfway. 31 days, so the 15 and a half would be halfway. So I put a little candle in there. I'm going to light it up with a little bit of, oh, I don't do that part yet. Oh, adding more white, because my white Posca is not good enough. There we go. Now we're going to add a little neon yellow. I just put a few streaks in places, just so it looks like it's illuminating. And because I really like gold right now, we're going to add a little gold to our metal. Hopefully it'll make it shine a little bit. I don't think you can really tell looking at it unless you're under a light at a certain angle that has gold on it. See, like that. And this is just holographic glitter paint. Now we're going to find the page we're going to put that in. And I think the color goes really well with this section. Now I'm going to put a quote in there on some black scrapbook paper. I like how that looks. And this one says, "When you light a fire, you commit an act of magic. What thrilling enchantment, what cunning sorcery has the work of your hands created?" And I did not get the author on that, darn it. Well, I hope you've been enjoying this series. It's been really fun creating these. I'm liking this book. I can't wait to finish it. I get excited to finish it, to put something in there every day. Let me know if you want me to do like a flip through where I read it at the end, because I can do that. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.